Aluminum, 45% tariffs on American aluminum going to Canada. Who is starting this trade problem? It is not America. We are looking for fair trade, and I think there's opportunity for us to work towards no tariffs if countries are willing to work with us.
It's State Representative C.D. Davidsmeyer yesterday on the House floor responding to Democrats critical of the Trump administration's tariffs. And that was a big issue yesterday as well with the president's joint address to the members of Congress. Good morning. Illinois in Focus Daily. I'm Greg Bishop. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and join us as we wake you up and give you some headlines that you need to know about. So, of course, last night was the president's speech. The previous segment, we highlighted a lot of that. Here's just some of though what the president had to say this week about tariffs. This is from Monday inside the Roosevelt Room of the White House.
Tariffs 25% on Canada and 25% on Mexico, and that'll start. So they're going to have a tariff. So what they have to do is build their car plants, frankly, and other things in the United States, in which case they have no tariffs.
So, again, you've got the president talking about building plants in the United States, and that's one of the reasons why tariffs are so important. He also said that tariffs are important because they still need to control the flow of fentanyl coming into the country from Mexico and Canada through, China and gangs or however it's getting across the border. But last night he talked about the importance of bringing investment back to the United States, especially in the vehicle manufacturing space.
And I also want to make interest payments on car loans tax deductible, but only if the car is made in America. And by the way, we're going to have growth in the auto industry like nobody's ever seen. Plants are opening up all over the place. Deals are being made. Never seen. That's a combination of the election win and tariffs. It's a beautiful word, isn't it? That, along with our other policies, will allow our auto industry to absolutely boom. It's going to boom. Spoke to the majors today, all three, the top people, and they're so excited. In fact, already numerous car companies have announced that they will be building massive automobile plants in America, with Honda just announcing a new plant in Indiana, one of the largest anywhere in the world.
So the president really is highlighting how he believes the even threat of tariffs are enough to get these companies to the United States to create jobs and make their products in the United States. But with the tariffs going into effect, he acknowledged that there's going to be some pain, but he also reflected back on his first administration, 8 years ago, where he had made a deal with China and told farmers then it was going to be a tough go for a bit until they get over a hump. That seems to be what he's asking for farmers in particular this time around as well.
Our new trade policy will also be great for the American farmer. I love the farmer, who will now be selling into our home market, the USA, because nobody is going to be able to compete with you. Because those goods that come in from other countries and companies, they're really in a bad position in so many different ways. They're uninspected. They may be very dirty and disgusting, and they come in and they pour in, and they hurt our American farmers. The tariffs will go on agricultural product coming into America, and our farmers, starting on April 2nd, it may be a little bit of an adjustment period. We had that before when I made the deal with China, $50 billion of purchases, and I said, just bear with me, and they did. They did. Probably have to bear with me again, and this will be even better. That was great. The problem with it was that Biden didn't enforce it. He didn't enforce it. $50 billion of purchases, and we were doing great, but Biden did not enforce it, and it hurt our farmers. But our farmers are going to have a field day right now. So to our farmers, Have a lot of fun. I love you too. I love you too.
So the president acknowledging there's going to be some pain ahead with the tariffs, but he promises that it's going to be good, if not better, in the long run. Well, the threat of the tariffs going into effect caused some Illinois Democrats to stand up on the House floor yesterday and blast the Trump administration, saying that the tariffs are going to increase costs for families and businesses. This is Sharon Chung from the Bloomington area, a Democrat in the Illinois House.
Industry analysts are saying Trump's order will raise aluminum prices by up to $2 billion every year. And of course, I'm not the only one in here whose local economy is improved by a local craft brewer. This will affect Triptych Brewery in Savoy. This will also affect Mill Pond Brewing in Millstadt. And this will also affect Holz Lager in Woodstock. And I'm going to speak up for the 8,000 people who also work at Rivian in Bloomington. They've invested more than $1.5 billion into my local economy, but despite exceeding estimated sales in 2024, the company had to downgrade its 2025 projections because the Trump trade agenda.
So she blames that on Trump. But listen, I mean, Rivian also got a substantial amount of tax credits from Illinois taxpayers. You also had just the general, lull in people buying new electric vehicles, adding to the entire electric vehicle markets having to contract a bit. So a lot of finger pointing going on. But she also pointed fingers at Republicans who are in the minority in the Illinois State House that they're going to be silent about what Democrats say are going to be the increased costs on consumers and businesses from the tariffs.
Our friends on the other side of the aisle will tell us about how everything from school curricula to workers' rights are actually secret tax increases. But when working families are paying the very real costs for your political agenda, the silence is deafening.
State Representative C.D. Davidsmeyer, a Republican from Murraysville, got up immediately after the fact and responded to Chung, who said that Republicans are worried about, quote, secret tax increases through increased contract prices and labor issues and mandates and such. So C.D. Davidsmeyer getting up, responding to that, but also laying out what he thinks is really behind the tariffs that Trump imposed.
It was very rich to hear someone from the other side talking about the opposition to new taxes. And I just want to say that for anybody on that side that agrees with that, I would like to welcome you to come to this side to oppose any new taxes in the state of Illinois. On the topic of tariffs, specifically the 25% tariff on Canada, I want to put this into perspective to let you know what kind of tariffs Canada is putting on American goods. Milk, 270%, not 25. Cheese, 245. Butter, 298%. Chicken, 237%. Sausages, 69.8%. Barley seed, 57.8%. Meat, 26.5%. Cars, 25% tariff. HVAC, 45%. Vacuums, 35% tariff. Cable boxes, 35%. TVs, 45% tariff that they put on American goods. Steel, they put 25% tariffs on our steel. Aluminum, 45% tariffs on American aluminum going to Canada. Who is starting this trade problem? It is not America. We are looking for fair trade, and I think there's opportunity for us to work towards no tariffs if countries are willing to work with us.
So again, C.D. Davidsmeyer reading off the list of tariffs that Canada has on Illinois, and ranging from 25% to almost 300%, depending on the product. So maybe a little bit of tariff reciprocity, which Trump said is going to happen April 2nd, will help level the playing field and make for some more fair trade agreements. We shall see, but of course, Illinois legislators reacting to what's going on with the federal government, and we'll keep you updated on all of that and more here with Illinois in Focus Daily. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, get the podcast where you get podcasts, and wake up with us each and every weekday morning for the live show, and get the newsletter in your inbox. Go to thecentersquare.com. Again, thecentersquare.com.